Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. It is Friday, the 1st of May, 2026. It is a pretty cool day today. Not temperature wise. I mean, temperature, I think it's meant to be at 24, but it's a really cool day today because um, I became a mum on this day 19 years ago. My eldest daughter's 19 today. So, yeah, she's 19. That's just crazy. Uh, that I have a child that's 19 years old. That's so weird. But yes, Lizzie has turned 19 today. She's turning 19 today. And so we had a bit of a celebration last night because today it's just, there's a lot going on today. There's a conference that Dave and Lizzie are doing. Dave's setting up today. They're doing a conference tomorrow. And there's just like the girls have got youth group tonight. It's just lots of things happening. And so there wasn't really a time where we could actually just sit and celebrate her turning 19. So we did that last night. So that was cool. And today, yeah, I think she and I'll go out sometime today and do a few errands and stuff. But when she gets back from work, and so yeah, and so that's the main thing. It's also my brother's birthday, but also today is the day that I actually joined as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator 18 years ago. So it's my 18th anniversary as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator today as well. My daughter doesn't appreciate that as much as what I do. And also one of my downlines actually joined 2 years ago as a demonstrator as well on this day. So it's a pretty cool day, the 1st of May. I have at the moment I have a BOGO sale that I've just started today. It's going for 2 weeks to celebrate my 18th anniversary. So go and check that out. It's Sharon's BOGO sale, I think is what it's called. So check that out and you can have a look at that. I've also got a post on my Facebook page to actually direct you to where you can actually join that group as well, because it's a private group and you can actually check out all the folders of products that I actually have. And so for a BOGO sale, if you don't know what a BOGO sale is, it is you have a look at all my retired product. You purchase the products that you're wanting to get as from the retired list of products. And then what you do is you tally that up. Once you tally that amount up, you purchase that amount online at my online store. And so if you've got like $20 worth of retired products that you want to purchase, you spend $20 online. Anything over $35, any orders over $35, earns you Stampin' Rewards as long as you've opted in to be part of the Stampin' Rewards program. You will get 10% of any order over $35 to spend on another order going forward. So it's a great deal. You get all the retired product. You get the retired product that you've chosen for free once you've spent the equivalent amount online at my online store without postage or other Stampin' Rewards. Hey Kayla, how you going? Thank you. Yeah, so my BOGO sale is happening now. It's on the Sharon's BOGO sale page group. So check that out and have a look at that and see if you've got any questions at all. If you want to see stamps, just let me know and I can post them or I can share those photos with you as well. I just haven't gone through and taken photos of every single stamp set because that's a lot. I think I've got like 60 odd stamps in there, plus bundles, plus embossing folders. There's just been a lot of photo taking. So go and check that one out. Go and check out my BOGO sale and grab yourself some products for free. So yeah, so you get brand new product plus you get that retired product. So the retired product is actually free once you've actually spent online. So go and check that one out. That would be really cool. I have my Creative Escape on Saturday the 9th of May. So that is the Gears and Textures Creative Escape. The cost of that is $79. You're getting designer series paper and embellishments and products to make 16 cards. So, and linen thread, I think, as well. So you've got lots of stuff that you're going to get for the Creative Escape. So check that one out. I'm hoping my husband's going to grab the doorbell because he's just strong. Hopefully he's grabbed the doorbell. Yeah, so my Creative Escape on the 9th of May. So let me know by the 5th of May if you're coming along. And then on the 30th of May, I have my Sunset Suite, I think it's called. It's a brand new bundle that's coming out from Tuesday, because Tuesday is new catalogue day. So we're in the very last few days of our annual catalogue. So if you want to have a look at the new products, if you haven't already got a catalogue, let me know. But all the new products will be released on the 5th of May, on Tuesday, the 5th of May. So yeah, that's really cool, really exciting. Tomorrow is also a flash sale for because apparently it's National Scrapbook Day, or International Scrapbook Day, I don't know. National Scrapbook Day is tomorrow, the 2nd of May, and Stampin' Up are having a flash sale, 20% off select products of memory keeping. So check that out as well. And so if you're actually participating in my BOGO sale and you choose lots of products and you shop tomorrow and you want memory keeping products, then it's a great way to get more money, more bang for your buck, more products for your money. So that's really cool too. I think that's it. I think that's everything's going on. So I've got 2 Creative Escapes, one on the 9th of May, one on the 30th of May. So check them out. And flash sale on Saturday, tomorrow. So it's a good time to shop memory keeping tomorrow. And new catalogue day on Tuesday. So today I'm going to be using, I forgot what it's called, Splashes and Sparkles. Splash of Sparkles, in fact. Splash of Sparkles is the paper. And so I'm using that today. Excuse me. I'm going to show you the paper. I'm just making sure I've got my proper thing up. So you can see there's lots of sparkle on this one. You've got a flat side as well. Some more sparkle. So you've got some gold and some silver in these. There's lots of different patterns that you can use. Now, I need to say this paper, so that's gold one. This paper's really threw me. That one's really lots of sparkle with some bubble bath behind. This one really threw me. Like, I looked at it and I went, I'm gonna struggle using that. I can't use that. So I put it away. I was visiting my friend Morel Taylor, my upline, and just went, I can't use it. And so she said, just wait, because we go and craft together once a month. And she said, let me work on it together. So we worked on it at the same time. We both came up with completely different things. But we both challenged ourselves to use this paper because we both struggled with it. And I'm really happy with what we came up with in the end. So let me put that one away. I'm just going to get out my, I've got my phone ready to go because I need to prompt myself on what I actually made. So please bear with me. There we go. All right. So we're going to start. I've got some Greenery Lane dies and stamps, and I've also bring in the phrases and frames more for the sentiments. So this is a brand new stamp set. These ones are current, I believe, at the moment. So I'm going to need my trimmer. And I've got some offcuts of the cardstock paper already. So I'm going to continue using some of that. I'm going to get rid of some of the shiny ones though. Just step them aside. Okay. So we might try, which one are we going to do? Yeah, we might do that one first. Okay, so I've got two. I'm going to make 2 cards, hopefully simultaneously. We'll see. I've already embossed these 2 pieces with the lovely stripes and the Forever Plaid embossing, 3D embossing folders. So they're really nice for backgrounds. So grab these ones if you haven't already. I'll pop them away. I have my trolley all set up as well. So coming back from a retreat, we had a retreat last weekend. So I've got my some basic white. I'm just using the standard basic white, not the thick stuff at the moment. And I need a piece of basic black, but I also need that one. Oh, what colours am I going to use? I could use that one. I might do green. Yeah, okay. So what I'm wanting to do is make this a bit of a feature on my card. So let's go 10. Okay. And this one, I'm just going to trim this one down. So what have I got now? Yep, I've got 10. That's a bit wider. What width is that one? That one's just shy of 8. See if that works. All right, so I've got 2 pieces of pattern paper. So this one's just shy of 8, so I'm going to do 8.4 by 10.5. So let's go 8.4. I'm going to do 10.5 centimeters, and I'm hoping this is going to work. Oh, that's actually a bit much. Yes, I want narrower than that. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 8.2. Let's try 8.2 and 10.3. Let's see if that's enough. That's a bit better. So I don't want too much around the outside. Okay. This one could be a bit trickier to do. So I'm going to trim a bit more off that one. I'm going to trim some more off this one. Okay, so I'm down to, I'll make it 9. All right. So I want to make it 9 centimeters by 10.3. Oh, hang on. Let's go 9 this way. Did that work? Yes, it did. There we go. 10.3. All right. Let's do these ones. Get rid of all my little offcuts. I've got my basic white, and I've just got a few edges that are a bit too fuzzy. Yeah, so we had our retreat last weekend, which was lots of fun. Had 24 ladies join me. And yeah, they really enjoyed themselves, which is lovely to hear. It always yeah, makes me feel proud of what has been built, the community that we've built. So, because it's not just me, it's all the ladies that have joined me over the years. They've yeah, they've all joined me in different times and have helped me build this community that we have, the paper craft community. All right, so we've got 2 pieces of basic white. So we're going to not glue them down just yet. We're going to wrap some basic black trim around. So I'll do some basic trim. This is the Essentials Baker's Twine. If you haven't got this, it's a pack of 5. If you haven't got this, you need to get it because it's really, really helpful. It's got basic black, very vanilla, basic white. I think it's got crumb cake and a grey, smoky slate or grey granite or something. All right, so I've got some Baker's Twine. This piece here I actually want to stamp on. So I've got my memento. This is retiring, so if you want some memento, grab it now while you can. I'm going to pull out my Greenery Lane stamp. I'm going to use this one. And I did pull a block over there. There we go. And I'm also just pulling in my mat as well. Because we don't have the rubber stamps, they're disappearing. You probably want to have a mat underneath for when you're stamping. That just gives it a bit of extra cushion and should give you a better image when you're stamping as well. So, got a bit of black on there. I'm going to do the same for the green. Try not to wobble. There you go. So we've got our green, our black. I didn't do the other one. I need to do this one. There you go. We want to glue this down. And this one. Have to cover over a little smudge. I'm not going to do that right now. So we want to use, I'll glue this one down first before I go too far on my basic white. And we'll do this one too. And then we're just going to pop that up on some dimensionals. So I have my dimensionals here somewhere. There we go. Oh, we've got some leftover strips. There we go. Let's use some strips. This was left over from one of the many kits I do. Probably the one last week when I did the sunset one. I'm not going into the center because I want to make sure the trim is not caught up. I'll move it around a bit. There we go. That's a bit better. So that way. Let's do this one as well. The May is a bit of a busy month with just with things that I've got going on and Stampin' Up. So I believe there's going to be a join special very soon as well, which is very exciting. You might have to wait for that one though, because I can't let you know what I've got coming. Thanks, Kayla. All right, I need some basic white. I'm going to do a sentiment. I think I had 2 of these pieces. There we go. And I want my frames one. So I think I need a few birthday cards. So I've got happiest birthday wishes. So where are you? That's happy anniversary. Where's my happiest birthday wishes? That one. There we go. And then we're just going to stamp on here and then we can trim that out. I could possibly do 2. There we go. And my trimmer. Set you guys aside. A foam mat is definitely what you need when you're stamping with these stamps. So if you haven't got one, grab one. They are a fabulous tool. You can use them for so many different things. All right, so we've got our happiest birthday wishes. So I'm going to stamp that one. Put that one there, I think. Maybe a bit lower. Oh, go right over the green. So glue. I can leave the other side hanging a bit. I don't think I need that. Oh, I think I do want it a bit further down. That one. And I can probably do that one definitely on that side. There we go. So we've got our 2 cards. Move the mat out of the way. And then we always needed some embellishments, so I'll pull some embellishments out. And I've got some white ones, so I'm just going to use the white ones, I think. Try and cover up that bit. Yeah. These are some of my favourite embellishments, these ones. So everyone that attended on the weekend got this pack of embellishments. Yes, it was this pack of embellishments, this type of pack of embellishments. They're so pretty. So they are my first two cards, two simple birthday cards. I've used the basic white and the basic black, and that's all I've used. Some trim and some embellishments, which I'm sure you'll have them at home. So fairly simple and fairly easy to do, to replicate. All right, so my next one is going to be another fairly simple one. Where are my little circles? I've got a couple of circles here somewhere. There they are. So I've just chopped them out of the Spotlight on Nature dies. So they're all the circle dies. So grab them if you haven't already as well. They're a great set of dies that you will want to keep on hand. I need some paper. So where is it? It's that one. There's my bigger piece. Oh, where are you? No. Oh, there's some. Okay, so these ones. These are the ones I want. I might change it up a bit. I might try this one. Right, so I want to have that width. So I'm looking at what, 1.5 inches. So let's go 1.5 inches on this one. So I'm going to make two different ones again. Ones like I just did. Similar but different. Put that aside. And so this one, the length on that one should probably be 14.3. So let's chop it down to 14.3. This one I want is 14.3. Which colours do I want? I'm going to chop off the bottom part of that just so it's gone. .3. Let's go that. There we go. Oh, I don't know what I've just done. I need different colours. I need a couple of different colours. So let me just get a couple of colours. Sorry, I'm just bringing over a couple of colours. Hopefully that works for me. So, didn't bring any scratch paper over. I know what I have. I have my chipboard. Right. So I'll use that as my little paper. So for this one, what do I want on this one? On that one? I think it's that one. And then, what else do I want? I think the other black one, this one. Except I haven't got rid of all the ink off that one. That's going to be a problem. Okay. Oops, I think fell. All right, so I'm going to do Timid Tiger first, I think. And I'm just going to stamp there. And then I've got Pretty in Pink and Strawberry Slush. So we're going to do some Strawberry Slush. And then we've got our Pretty in Pink. Which is my two-step stamping. Oh, hang on, I'll get rid of that one for a minute. Let's see where I'm stamping. Probably not going to be perfect. And it's not, but that's okay. Close enough. And then we'll do our shaded spruce. So I think I'm going to do Blueberry Bushel as my other branch. Where did I put? There's my circle. So we'll do the outside first. And then this one I want to stamp off. And then stamp. Oh, I like that one. And then I've got my shaded spruce. So I think I will go dark. All right. Close them. All right, my two circles. And I'll bring my birthday stamp back in again. So need our basic white cardstock. And then we have our little strips of DSP, which we're going to just glue straight down. Oops. I'm off shot again, don't I? And then this one, which way do I want that one? That way or that way? I think that way. And then dimensionals on these guys. Oops. And then I've got the baker's twine. I'm just going to do a pretty big bow, something like that. Where'd my scissors go? There they are. I found that this is actually one of the best ways to do some thread behind an object. I just find that I can actually control it a bit better. So I've got that. Okay. So then when I actually put this behind, you actually see, well, generally, you see the loop. Maybe I need a bit more of a bigger loop for those ones. And hopefully you see the end as well. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue just there. Hey Deb, how you going? Missed you this past weekend. Oh, there we go. That one. All right. So then I've got this one, which can sit right there. Because then that's not going to move because I put a tiny bit of glue behind there. So again, we need tiny bit bigger loops. And then we have our sentiment, there you are, that I can just put at the bottom. So happiest birthday wishes. I'm going to bring this back in again, the foam mat, because I think it does. I think it works. It works better. Did you have to have this DSP? I didn't have to have this DSP. It's one of the DSPs I actually struggled with, to be quite frank with you. It is one I struggled with. So there you go. So you've got two different cards, but very much same layout, same design. So these were the first two, Deb, that you missed. Those two. So yeah. The last set of cards, I did a bit of prep, and whether I do another one, I'm not sure. So this one, what am I starting with? So I die cut a couple of the flowers from the Greenery Lane dies, these ones. And then I also need, I'm going to grab this piece. Just trying to remember what size I made it. So I did a couple of squares as well that I cut out, which are 9 by 9 centimeters. So being 9 by 9, I probably want 9.5, and then what did I do? I went 9.5 and 9.5, and then I added an extra 2 inches on, I think. I think that's what I did. So let me pull this trimmer out. So let's start with chopping down to 9.5. See where I'm at. Oh, cool. And then, because I had that on one side, and then I had a gap, and then I had another piece of DSP there. But I can't have it too long because I need to fit it on the card, right? So I think I did. Yeah, I think I did about that. So 14 point. Oh, did I do 14.8 maybe? Let's try that. Oops. 14.8 maybe. Maybe that's what I did. Let me just try something. I think that's going to work. Yep, okay. Can I get... Sorry, it's 13.8, not 14.8. Yep, okay, I'm going to do that one. And 9.5. So I'm not going to use cardstock. I'm actually going to use designer series paper because I can, because it matches. And then I just need my little bits once I find them. What am I looking for? It's not those ones. Where's the other pieces? Oh, it's over here, I think. Yes, it's these ones. These ones, all right. So I want to have, how much space have I got left? About 9.5 there. I want to do about there. It's about 1.25 inches, I think. Let's try that. What's the worst that can happen, really? I waste some designer series paper. I'll go about 9. Let's see if that works. I think it needs to be wider than that. It needs to be wider than that. It needs to be 1.5. So let's rotate this way. Measure twice, cut once. Not me. That's the right length though, right? Yeah. Go one that way. Yeah, I think it went that way. All right. So then this one, I think I can get away with that one. There we go. I'll cut off more of the blue. Okay. That one goes. That one stays. That one stays. That one goes. All right. My cards. So we've got our 2 card bases. It will, yes, it does. That's the thing. I agree with that one. The one that I like, I think I'd love to do as a scrapbook page is, where are you? That one. I think that will make a great scrapbook page. And I'd love to sort of create that now, but I just don't have the title or anything like that. So, but you can make a fairly simple scrapbook page with this one in particular. So, yes, I agree, Deb. And all right, so we've got our 2 cards. I'm going to stamp the sentiment down the bottom of each of the squares. So again, I'm just pulling in the black, the Memento black. And as I said earlier, if you don't have this already, I would get it now because it is retiring. And there's a sale on tomorrow. You save 20% off select memory keeping products. So that could be lots of stuff actually. Still a bit fuzzy. Here's my fuzzy block. There we go. There we go. That one. This paper was a challenge for me there, though, Deb. It really was. It was a great big challenge. All right, let's do this. So we're going to glue this down first. And then that one's going to sit there. And then this one, I'm not doing on the sparkly side. I'm going to do that on the plain side. Pardon me. Bit of a hiccup. And then we have, yeah, it's good to challenge yourself. It really is. I do that quite a lot. And sometimes it's like, oh, you just sort of, you really struggle with getting something down on paper. This one, yeah, I was just, two of us sort of worked on it. I did a bit of a Google search quickly first, just to see what was out there for this paper. And then sort of used that as my springboard to find other stuff, to sort of, yeah, get more, more things going. So this one, I'm actually just going to put on there, but I've just realised, I don't know if I brought over, I don't have any glue dots with me. I don't know where they are, but I'll use my Tombow, my liquid glue. I'm just going to let that dry a tiny bit first before I put that on. Because hopefully that means that the glue won't go squishing out from underneath. I'm not putting a lot of glue on. Just lots of little dots. I'll let that sit as well for a minute. And I realised I didn't put any embellishments on this one. So I'm going to use the darker embellishments. So this is actually Secret Sea embellishments, but they're so dark they look black. So, and again, I'll do the same. Just adds a bit more interest. All right, so this one is my blue one. Yep. And then this one. There we go. And then I want to do a little ribbon. Oh, I might actually do blue on these ones. Blue on that one. I have to go white, I think, on these. And my little trim glue dot would be ideal for this, but let's just, I'm going to put a little bit of a glue glob there. Hopefully by the time I tie this, it should be dry enough that I can just pop this straight on and there won't be any issues. I don't want a big bow, just a small one. About that, I think. And my scissors went walking again. Where'd I put them down? I put them down. I can't find them. There they are. Another bow. So the other thing I've got coming up, so I've got my 2 creative escapes, one on the 9th of May and one on the 30th of May. And then I also have a retreat in June. And that's going to be, was it the 12th to the 14th of June, I think it is, whatever that weekend is. And it's open to anyone. I was going to have it as just a team retreat, but I've just changed my mind and just going to go, it's going to be for anyone. The cost is $290. You do your own food catering. So I'm not going to be doing food for that particular one. Oops. And so you can just provide your own meals, or you can work it out with a couple of people. But I'm just going to try and do it a bit low key and sort of a bit lower in cost for people. And then I have another one in October, which is almost full. I think I have probably maybe 5 spots left. And the cost of that is $395. So if you'd like to join me at either of them, check them out on my Facebook page as well, because they're there, and I can send you the link if you can't see it there or it's not easily accessible. So I'd love to welcome you to my retreats as well. I've got lots of retreats going on. So we just came back from our last one on Saturday, and on Sunday. On Sunday, we because it was Anzac weekend, we played 2 Up. So that was a bit of fun. I've never played 2 Up before, so that was lots of fun. We had lots of fun with that. What else? That's ego. There's my cards. There's my 6 cards for today. You can see the same layouts, but just different, changing the colors up a bit. Lots of fun. So we played 2 Up on Saturday. We also watched the Anzac March because it was Anzac weekend, and that was good. And so we had lots of fun. It was a delightful time away, and I always feel my cup is full once I come back from retreats, because I just am surrounded by like-minded people, and it's just so lovely being inspired by so many creative people around you. It's just fabulous. So I would encourage you to come along to one of my retreats. As I said, I think it's the 12th to the 14th of June, something like that, around those times. And it's $290 for the retreat in June. It's $395 for October. That is fully catered for October, and it's actually a bit of a longer time in October as well. So it's definitely worth coming along to either of those 2. June's a bit of a shorter one. It's just a 2-night one. But yeah, as I said, self-catering yourselves. And yeah, it'll be lots of fun, lots of gifts. I always provide lots of gifts, lots of goodie bags. I think this weekend we actually they got lots of little things, and I was using I bought these little tubs from Kmart because of our stamps. Now they're in the cases, they're in the different cases, so I actually found something we can actually store your stamps and dies in, so people are actually able to use that. And I've reorganized my trolley because of that too. So last few things. Events. 9th of May is my creative escape with textures, gears and textures. 30th of May is the Sunset Coast. And then I've got my 2 retreats, June for 12th to the 14th of June, and then the 23rd to the 25th of October. So register for all them. All the events should be on my Facebook page now, so go and check them out. I think that's it for now. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again next time. Bye for now.